Titan kills it off. He loses everything. It's 25 harvesters to 22, and none of these numbers matter. The numbers that do matter are 21 swarm hosts, 24 queens, and an extremely petulant Russian King Titan. You gotta feel for him. He's in this game. He's like, no, I am not leaving.
It's currently 44 supply to 155, and my god, this is a cool cut right here from the Snoot Dog. Yeah.
Snoot Dogg.
Snoot Dogg.
Oh, Mr. Snoot Dogg. He's just gonna send a cool wave of free units out there. I don't need these units. Feel free to hang on to these.
He's a sharing, caring man. He really loves to give. Give and give and give again for 70 whole minutes.
Parliament in Norway is enacting a law right now. This will be forever known as Snoot Day, where you spend the entire day watching this one game at normal speed, because that's how long it'll take. Kids don't even like it. I don't want to have the day off school to watch Snoot Day.
Titan speaks. I don't think that will help him. I actually do want to know, where the hell are those swarm hosts?
Alright, look at this. 26, 24, 17, 18, 19.
Not as many as I would have thought. 27. I wonder if any of the original swarm hosts... This is like the 4th generation of swarm hosts here. I can't find any that have, like, ridiculous numbers of kills, honestly. That's quite surprising.
Well, I mean, I will once again say that I am absolutely impressed that Snoot managed to pull this win off. He was completely screwed. But he did win the game half an hour ago, so... Oh, man. You know...
Happy just leaves.
Now, the important thing for everyone to remember is that...
Thank God!
Snoot, by the way, TRLDM stands for Trolldom. Shit. Oh, man. Wow.
Well.
You know, let me give an analysis / recap of that game.
As you wish.
So, Titan did some really interesting moves that game. He opened Oracle a little over an hour ago. And he didn't defend his expansion, which, as we wound up seeing, put him behind economically.
Alright, okay.
You know, then he transitioned to an interesting mix of Colossus Archon Templar, 8 base, 20 gas. At this point in time, Snoot was just rebuilding his only mining base. And so I was a little concerned for Snoot at that point in time because he had queens and swarm hosts. But, I mean, I really shouldn't worry. This is like a fear of flying, you know? There's been 6 million flights a year in the US alone.
Yep.
They don't crash.
Nope.
And when there's 6 million locusts in a game, none of them are going to crash, John.
No, they don't lose. Absolutely not.
Those were actually all smooth landings. So Snoot went ahead and used Queen Swarm hosts, and I think it was really clever the way that he was able to beat Colossus Templar Archon Void Ray Tempest, Carrier Zealot, Counterattack, Warp Prism, Expand Cannon. So I think that's a real lesson to a lot of the Zergs out there who are wondering, you know, if I can only afford 2 units, you know, let's say I have one of those keyboards that only has, you know, 3 or 4 buttons. You just need the Swarm Host button, the Queen button, 1 and A. No, actually, you don't need 1. You can just have A.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna go and take a piss. Because, frankly, for the last hour, these players have been taking the piss. I think I'm entitled.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. Snoot just took an hour-long piss, if you know what I mean.
Oh, no.
Oh. Alright, I do need to use the restroom. I'll be back.
So do I.
you want to meet me here?
That's a plan. Let's do that.
All right. I'll see you in a sec. Okay.
Okay. All right. God damn it. All right. Yonsu, Ellie.
Oh, man. Nice.
Yonsu, Ellie. Empire Happy is the ace against Liquid Snoot. I think we're all praising the sun right now that it's not Titan or Slivko. I'm putting the sound back on. I'm setting the scoreboard up. I've forgotten what the hotkeys are. I'm just mashing things at random. I think it's that one. There we go.
Now, you know, already I'm a little worried, John, because Snoot has more bases right now than he did for an hour of last game.
That is true.
He has one.
Yeah. That's impressive, really. I was surprised he was able to do it so quickly, really. It's a shock.
Wow.
Now, I have said for the last 3 days that I have to leave in half an hour. And I don't have a choice in the matter. I made a promise to the missus. I made a promise to my friend to leave in half an hour.
All right, so you know what? I think that it's time to be humans here.
Okay.
You know, as a commentator, it's very important to tell a story. You don't want to count one of the players out. Because, I mean, you and I have both seen a lot of miracles.
Yeah.
You look stupid if you count a player out, and then, you know. But you want to at least give some hope, the appropriate amount of hope. But, go Snoot! Come on, Snoot! Close it out for TB's dinner.
Please, for the love of God.
Snoot, you can do it, man. I believe in you.
Oh, Jesus. You know, again, I ideally, for the sake of the series, you want a reverse all kill. You want Happy to come back into this, but... Well, let's just say... When you left yesterday, you made a point that we had been told... Well, this event will go on 6 hours per day, and the final day will probably be shorter than that because, you know, it's 3 best of 5s, the best of 7, not 5 best of 5s, less delays. Well, that didn't happen. So,
you know,
yeah.
You want to hear something really interesting? The MLG Game On Invitational,
Yes.
casted by Destiny Cats, also running as
Indeed.
well.
Yep.
And it will be continuing to run throughout the evening. So
Yep, which you
definitely,
should watch.
when Snoot wins this, congrats to him, and you should go tune in. There's also a 45-minute game going on between Puck and Cats over there.
Does it involve Swarm hosts by any chance?
Yeah.
Big fucking surprise.
Oh, man. Oh, John, you're a very funny person. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh. Whew. Oh, look at that. A command center. Whew. Oh.
That is one more command center that we saw in the last game.
Interesting. That is so interesting.
Vital statistics. I don't have a statsman, Bruno. I've got to do this myself. It's stressful.
Oh, okay.
Stressful. But that is an accurate statistic.
Wow.
Good to know. Happy with the control. Snoot losing a lane, but didn't lose a drone. Another lane taken out. Nice move by Happy, but he's going to have to get out now. Snoot's got his queen. Ooh, Happy. You are cutting it fine here.
Happy, joy. We're seeing Empire Happy go. It looks very much so like a triple command center build. This is a map where I do think it's going to be a bit tough for Snoot to deal with a lot of the aggressive pushes. Look at this. 2 barracks from Happy hidden all the way in the back. He wants to stop the game from getting to Swarm Host.
Don't necessarily blame him. Well, Swarm hosts in the ZVT matchup are not necessarily that popular. For fairly obvious reasons. Which is weird. Yeah. Because, do you remember when they first showed the Swarm host at BlizzCon? You remember what they first showed it doing?
What was that?
Assailing a tank line. That's kind of what it was designed for. They designed it as a sort of mid-game siege breaker for tank lines. Initially.
That is such an interesting intention.
Indeed. And I cannot remember the last time I've seen it do that.
Well, you're not... I don't think you're going to get to see that. I mean...
No, I don't think so.
I would imagine that Snoot, who, by the way, did play excellently last game, you know.
Yes, he did. Let's not take it away from Snoot. He didn't just build 35 Swarm hosts and A-move for an hour. Not at all. Because that doesn't work on Altazim. It doesn't work on most maps.
Yeah, I mean, I was both deeply pleased with that skill and vomiting blood. So,
Yep.
Oh, Empire Happy is
nice slip by.
Yep.
He managed to do it just before the Evo Chamber came down as well. That was going to complete the wall off. Another Evo Chamber is being built here to try and save most of these drones, which is a clutch maneuver here by Snoot, but he's actually losing a lot already to this run by.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's 7 workers killed off. That's a pretty reasonable amount. But there were 4 Hellions lost. And normally, I mean, we saw a similar thing happen in a previous game, and you asked me what I thought of it. Then I thought it was bad, but
Yeah.
now I kind of like it because as we're seeing, Happy is preparing a pretty significant follow-up
Yeah.
with just a 2-base aggressive play. And I like that.
Yep. Absolutely don't disagree with that particular decision there for him. Happy now moving across the map once again. He's got more Hellions. He actually manages to find a Queen. He's got a Reaper with this as well. He could make that happen, but Ling reinforcements and other Queens will shut that down very easily here, I think. But 7 Marines, 8 Marines coming out here. Looking to get those barracks churning. He's got reactors on both. And is, I assume, why is he not... Ah, there we go. He wasn't building double out of those reactors for a little while for some reason, but he is now.
There it is. Looks like he's preparing for a push, but things are a little bit late. I mean, the stim's done quickly, but those medevacs really need to be out. He really needs to begin moving aggressively.
That he does. Snoot with a quick save there. I think he was looking for... Well, I don't think he was looking for a 4th base. I'm not really sure why that drone was out there in the first place. Oh, he is looking for a 4th. Okay.
Oh, fascinating. Now, this is going to be kind of a tough defense. But his queen count is at 6, very high again. And it's counterintuitively good because it can shoot down the medevacs in this push. So Happy actually needs to hurry up and target fire as best he can on those queens, eliminate the lings, and not get overly transfused. Oh, that's the perfect angle for Happy.
Very nice. 3 queens die immediately with no resistance, and this is not looking so good for Snoot at this point whatsoever. 12 more Banelings are being morphed in, but we are talking about Happy here. That's a very difficult person to kill with Banelings. The pressure comes in from Happy. Snoot got overly greedy here.
Wow, Queen's Lings moving down. Happy splits up. I don't know how much I like this choice. He may have sacrificed the efficiency of both attacks.
Let's see if we can make this happen. Good transfuses there by Snoot once again. The Lings managed to make their way in. Here is the drop. The Spore Crawler's on top of it already. There actually is no Queen in the main base right now. This is going to be significant economic damage surely coming out from here. The main push has been pulled back. Snoot actually manages to get out of there with only about 6 drones lost, and he may even kill the medevac. Baneling comes to clear this up.
And he does manage to get the medevac. Yeah, Happy has just shot himself in the foot.
Happy eats a Baneling to the face. The rest of that army dead.
Oh my god, Snoot may have just done the key defense he needs to swing this to a clean 4-0 all kill. I mean, if he gets all his gas geysers going, he's going to have 8 gas geysers worth of mutant production.
Which will be ridiculous in this particular situation, because the Marine count's very low, the upgrades are fairly slow. I mean, but look at that. 2-2 begins before 1-1 is even halfway done here for the Terran player. This is looking good. Centrifugal hooks is on the way. I think maybe there's an opportunity here for Happy to take out this 4th, and maybe Snoot was getting a little greedy taking that.
Yeah, but at the same time, 72 drones are already out. You can't saturate 3 bases with just 72 drones. I mean, these are excess drones that Snoot has right now. 66 is the money number, so what if Snoot has a few extra? He's going to be fine to lose that base, but I still don't think he will. Snoot has done a really good job, but look at Happy's tactics. This is a very nice angle.
Going for the split there. Oh, and not a great connection. I think, did that hit the Overlord? I think it hit the Overlord. That did not hit the Banelings whatsoever. In comes the drop. Another surround coming in here. Snoot losing significant numbers of drones. And another drop coming into the 3rd base right here.
Very nice harass. I mean, we haven't seen the harass like this in a very long time. Probably since MMA in 2011. Happy showcasing some really great utility with those medevacs. Spire has just started at the 13-minute mark, TB. That is a very, very late Spire.
Yep, 17 workers killed up to this point. Not a single one. No harass has been done. And Snoot just cleaning up Widow Mines right now. Once again, Happy's Widow Mine curse continues. They really didn't connect with anything worthwhile.
Well, it looks like we see Happy has no add-ons on his 4th and 5th barracks. He does have the reactor factory, but right now it's functionally low econ for Happy. But Snoot has a vulnerability in the main still because of the fact that he doesn't have Mutalisks. This makes it very difficult to defend both the 3rd and the main at the same time. That one Spore Crawler has got to be a sick hero, and if this drop kills the Spire, then I definitely think Happy is going to win this game.
Yep, he's going in with 3 as well. The Spire's all the way to the back. Happy, I think, has spotted it. Oh, he's all over this. The Lings need to come back immediately. The Spire's getting focused down. It will die.
Oh no, 2-2 is going to fortunately finish, but the Spire dying, and soon enough this spawning pool dying, will be just the worst position to be in for Snoot. Oh god. I'm not even sure what Snoot can do right now. He has got to rebuild fast and kill off every full medevac and just get amazing Baneling landmines. I mean, like, right now, Snoot needs, like, 8 coincidentally awesome things to occur for him to win this game.
The drop's coming in as well, and this actually limits queen production. You can't build queens on... Oh, no! Snoot could have taken that! He could have picked that off, and he didn't!
Well, he did repel it at the very least, and now we're starting to see Overlords begin to spread themselves out a bit.
Which is nice to see, but the queen production was slowed down. Basically, he's been only able to build drones for the last minute and a half. So he's been pretty limited. He was lucky that he got a round of lings in before the spawning pool died. Snoot's army is tiny. Happy has a huge army at this point.
Yeah, Happy did a very nice recovery from that early flub. He's even getting the Infernal Pre-Igniter. He has seen how unlucky his mine hits are. He wants to leave nothing to luck now, but unfortunately, he's going to be striking just after Snoot. We'll be able to start 19, maybe even 20 Mutalisks.
Ling's on the way out here. But honestly, there's not enough units here. I mean, he's going to need Miracle Baneling hits. I know the mines tend to kill Happy's own stuff, but I don't think they're going to kill that much of Happy's own stuff, frankly. Couple of Banelings detonate into the middle of nowhere here. Snoot's in a lot of trouble, morphing in more Banelings. There are 18 Mutas on the way, but there's 55 Marines. This is going to be extremely difficult, and they're all over the place. There's a drop. There's another drop coming into the natural. Main drop gets cleaned up by the Baneling hit. The aggression towards the fourth now being met by more Banelings. Widow Mines, thankfully, were not set off there. There's a drop towards the natural.
Jeez, 3 attacks all going on at once. Snoot takes minimal losses from each of them and is okay. Wow.
Yeah, for
that was
the moment.
Amazing defense from Snoot.
He's still behind, I feel, certainly in terms of unit count here, and Happy just needs one good fight. A few Mutalisks died. He's now getting his drop defense together. He has that Spore Crawler, which is a hero, and the Mutas. Ooh, Snoot could have actually got, I think, one there, but he's too busy dealing with this attack on the third base. Happy trying to get into position to do damage to the drone line. He's able to do that. Finally, a good Widow Mine hit here for Happy. Several going off, killing off the Marines, but also killing off the Lings as well, and Snoot with the lower supply.
I mean, even Snoot, who is known for being a powerhouse practice machine, showing clear signs of just being tired. Oh, full medevac gets picked off. I mean, Snoot is not out of the running yet, but those mines are in just glorious position.
They're pretty good, and they've all reset as well, so he's going to have to be very careful with how he moves his army here. The Muta count is very high, though, and he's finally stopped the aggression. He's shut down a lot of drops.
Well, it looks like, oh no, another mine hit. No, oh no, Snoot, be careful.
Oh, to the center, takes down one Mutalisk.
He is just eating these shots again and again and again. It's 57 Marines, and only 6 mines, though. A couple more will definitely be taken out virtually immediately, but Snoot is actually going to make a pretty significant Muta push to the top side, and this drop from Happy is not, it's just not going to cut it, really.
I certainly don't think so, but there are some missile turrets there. Snoot doesn't want to risk those high-value units. There's the drop coming around the side to try and deny that re-expansion there, that fourth base being retaken here. Snoot again with the fantastic creep spread here on Yonsu.
Yeah, I mean, Snoot, despite all the pressure that he was under, somehow finding time to spread that creep. Unbelievable. And now we're seeing that creep kick into action as he can flank this super easily. 6 hit point medevac almost died.
Another engagement comes in here. Happy getting a really nice spot here, taking out a lot of Lings for that. That will, of course, shut down the medevac as well. That has given Happy the opportunity to push towards the third, but it's not something he actually took. So he's now loading up drops and spreading out as much as he can. But Snoot has finally got his supply back.
Yeah, I mean, Snoot, 170 to 170. He's taking really excellent engagements. He's making sure that he doesn't take too huge of risks. He's spotting this medevac up on the left side, and it looks like he will be able to take it out if he decides to engage. More drops moving along the far bottom right as well.
Yep, trying to keep track of all of these drops is interesting, to say the least. This one looks like it's actually going to go all the way into the main, maybe?
Well, Snoot, it looks like hasn't begun to move out too aggressively, but right now, oh, the worst possible moment for Snoot to try to make some forward pressure. Look at this drop landing in the back, and the Spore Crawler will be able to take it out.
Oh,
Snoot
no!
nice
He
fast.
didn't get the medevac.
Oh, no. Oh, goodness. Snoot immediately in a world of trouble. Another Spore Crawler going to take out the medevac in the main base as well.
And it does actually get it this time. Queen will die. Pressure being applied now to the Hive. He's going to take out the Evolution Chamber as well. In the meantime, Happy goes for a big push on the third base. Snoot is trying to be in 3 places at once. There's huge amounts of mines in here. Let's see how the detonations go off. They could end up hitting the wrong targets, and they kind of do here. The Banelings are still looking good. He doesn't want to engage against that Thor with the Banelings. That would be an absolute disaster here for Snoot. The mineral line gets gutted. The Mutalisks come in.
I actually think that was probably pretty good for Snoot. I mean, he did lose a significant amount of drones. He's at 50, but that is his biggest deficit problem right now.
Oh, a bit of indecision there from Snoot. He's obviously tired after all those games. He could have taken at least 2 more medevacs there without losing too many Mutalisks. His Muta count is still at 27, which is a great number. But the Marine count for Happy is very, very low at this point, so it does limit his aggressive potential. Snoot is just staying on Ling Baneling Muta 2-2 because he doesn't seem to have any other options, just trying to sustain in this game. But you're right, it wasn't that bad. Thing is, Happy's starting to build up everything you could possibly build in order to kill off Mutalisks. These Mutas are not getting anything done at this point.
You know, it's kind of funny. We've been seeing a very high variance out of this style from Happy, where occasionally he will get in these amazing engagements and really good positions, but he's got to be very careful with his medevacs and medevac drops. So I think we're seeing the full potential of this style of play from Happy, where he can just hit in so many different places at once. It's really nice.
Splitting his meters up just a little bit. He doesn't want to risk taking too many mine hits. Base cancelled here. Very nice drop coming in from Happy. It could still go either way, simply because of the potential of Banelings. But we're going to have to see some great play. A lot of scans coming in from Happy. He's being extremely cautious to make sure that Baneling mines don't kill him.
I mean, Happy is being a little sloppy with these medevacs. He loses a full energy medevac to a Spore Crawler. Small counterattack by Happy will eliminate a Thor. I don't really know if I see a good solution here in Snoot's position.
A lot of run-bys, a lot of economic damage. Maybe Baneling trying to get its hands on those Lings, but Happy's excellent control once again saves that. That Baneling will probably not connect with anything. There's a bit of a waste there. And an attempted drop once again shut down here. Yeah, Snoot is in a pretty bad way. He's not actually mining from this third base at all. His drones have got him in safe positions. And he's oversaturated here. He's massively oversaturated down in the corner there. I'm not actually sure where the rest of his drones are at this point. He has 54, but I only see about 25 of them actually doing anything. Right now, Snoot is trying to defend this third base. Baneling hits are pretty pitiful at this point, and the third base is dead.
I think that's a correct choice for Snoot to let that one die, but he's got to be very careful. He's trying to pull everything over these landmines, and oh!
Doesn't
it's
get
literally just around the landmine. Oh, God, poor Snoot had a potential comeback right there with a very good connection, but it's just not going to happen. Happy's playing just very carefully and continuing to spread even when he's not about to engage.
That is very true. 33 mutas on the field now, a huge number of them. They've got +2 now, which is great. He can do a lot of damage here, but he needs to watch out. Those Marines are 3-3. He can't risk the mutas. Yeah. So far, a good engagement, good control here from Snoot. He is going to, of course, bring Banelings in reserve. If the Marines get too impetuous and try to kill the mutas, they will eat the Banelings. A scan eliminates the Baneling mine, but these Thors are here now, and I don't see Snoot being able to hold anymore.
Oh, God, Happy played that off so well, and it looks like Snoot is just trying to permit small, isolated packs. He still has to be so careful of big Thor hits, and this is the tragic moment where Snoot, who's been playing his heart out all series long, I don't think he'll be able to hold on in this one final fight. Exhaustion clearly getting to him.
Yeah, and who can blame him considering the length of the games he's had to play there. First a massive game against Slivko, then a massive game against Titan, one of the longest we've seen in a very long time, and now Happy is going to take this by the looks of it. The Banelings crash in and they do some damage, but those mutas are going to get obliterated. There are too many Thors, there are too many Marines on the ground. Snoot plummets, and that, I think, is going to be game here for Norway, and, well, it means someone else has got to come out.
Well, Snoot's not giving up yet. He seems to have just gotten a brief glimmer of hope, but, I mean, Happy's been macroing very well. Happy's going to be springing forward with a big pack of Marine Marauder.
Come on. 103
tank,
workers
etc.
killed, 2 workers killed by Snoot. That's, you know, that's not even close. He doesn't have the